Good morning, students. Today we're going to learn Unit 11. I want you to open your book on page 86. Page 86. Unit 11 in the museum. Lesson 1, words. So I want you to listen, point, and repeat. So I'm going to play the audio, point the word, and repeat after the audio.
Listening 100. Listen and point.
Ferry,
Ferry,
bus,
bus,
helicopter,
helicopter,
motorbike,
motorbike,
plane,
plane,
taxi,
taxi,
train,
train,
tram,
tram. Listen, point,
tram,
and repeat. Tram,
plane,
plane,
taxi,
taxi,
helicopter,
helicopter,
train,
train,
bus,
bus,
motorbike,
motorbike,
ferry,
ferry. So one more time. Listen, point.
Listen and repeat.
Okay. Don't forget to
ferry,
point. Ferry,
bus,
bus,
helicopter,
helicopter,
motorbike,
motorbike,
plane,
plane,
taxi,
taxi,
train,
train,
tram.
tram. Okay, very good. Now, lesson 2 is listen and read. So I want you first to listen, then we will read it, okay? Are you ready? Okay, let's wait a moment. So I want you to listen to the conversation, then later we're going to read it. And teacher Anna will ask some questions.
Listening 101. Listen and read.
What's this? Is it a tram?
No, it isn't. It's a horse bus. There were horse buses 200 years ago.
Look at these! There were some funny trains 100 years ago.
Wow! There were skateboards 50 years ago, and they were very big.
Look at this motorbike, Leo.
Oh, wow! It's so cool!
Can you take a photo of me?
Sure.
Leo, that man is looking at your skateboard.
Wow, look! This skateboard is 50 years old.
No, sorry. That's my skateboard. It's only 2 years old.
Okay, so listen to teacher Anna. I'm going to read it again. Okay, here in this conversation, there are Holly, Max, Amy, and Leo in this conversation. So I want you to Listen carefully. What's this? Is it a drum? No, it isn't. It's a horse bus. There were horse buses 200 years ago. Look at this. There were some funny trains 100 years ago. Wow, there were skateboards 50 years ago, and they were very big. Look at this motorbike, Leo. Oh, wow, it's so cool. Can you take a photo of me? Sure. Leo, that man is looking at your skateboard. Wow, look, this skateboard is 50 years old. No, sorry, that's my skateboard. It's only 2 years ago. Okay, so who's talking in this conversation? Okay, Holly, Max, Amy, Leo, and Matt. So, who owned the skateboard? It's Leo. Very good. Okay, so now let's go to lesson 2, grammar. So we're not going to do the listen to the story again and repeat then act. So because we cannot act that one. So let's go to number 2. So look and say. Let's learn. So look at the word here, the sentence here. The first one. There was a park in our town 50 years ago. Second one is there wasn't a shopping mall in our town 50 years ago. So look at the second example. There were some funny trains 100 years ago. There weren't any planes 200 years ago. So look at the example here. So the first one, we used was. And in the second sentence here, we use were. So when are we going to use this word? So was, what is was? So was is the singular past tense of to be. Where is used for both the third person plural past tense, they and we, and the second past tense, you. So that's, you're going to use was in singular, okay? And plural, where is used for plural. So when we say singular, it means one. When we say plural, means two or more. Okay? So here, look at here. We use these time words when we talk about the past. So do you see the red words? So we use these words when we talk about the past. It means it already happened. It's done already. So here's the word. Yesterday, last week, year, Monday, 50 years ago, or dead. So these words use when we talk about past. Okay, so here one more time. So remember this. We use lots of or some with there were. Okay, there were. So when you say lots of, so there were, we use that word For example, there were lots of buses. Okay, so we use there were. We use any with there weren't, or when you use were not. Okay, so there weren't. Weren't is the short form of were not. Okay, so let's go to the third one. So read and circle. So here, number 1, there was or were a park in our town 100 years ago. Okay, so a park. So it means singular. So we use was. There was a park in our town 100 years ago. Correct. How about number 2? There was or were trains 100 years ago. So what is the answer? Okay, very good. The answer is, okay, later. Later, let's go to number 3. There was or were motorbikes 90 years ago. So answer it. Next one. There was or were planes 50 years ago. Is the answer. How about number 5? There was or were a hotel in town 10 years ago. And number 6, there was or were lots of buses 20 years ago. So let's answer that one. Okay, the first one, the answer is was. So there was a park in our town 100 years ago. So number 2, what is the answer? There was or were trains 100 years ago. Okay, the answer is there were trains 100 years ago. Correct. Next one. Number 3, what is the answer? There were. Okay, there were motorbikes 90 years ago. How about number 4? What is the answer? Okay, there were planes 50 years ago. Correct. Number 5, what is the answer? There was. Okay, so there was a hotel in town 10 years ago. Correct. And number 6, what is the answer? What is your answer, number 6? Okay, so there were lots of buses 20 years ago. Correct. So that is the answer. Very good if you get all correct. Good job. Okay, let's see more example. Let's answer this one, number 4. So here, we're going to complete the sentence using was, were, wasn't, or weren't. Okay, so are you ready? And I will read first, then write your answer. Okay, number 1 is have answered already. There wasn't a singer at the party last Saturday. So can you see can you see a singer in this picture? So no, so there wasn't. So you cannot see the singer, right? No singer at the party last Saturday. So the answer is there wasn't a singer at the party last Saturday. How about number 2? So I want you to write your answer in number 2. Then later we will answer it together. Okay? Okay, number 2. There belong 8 children at the party. Do you see 8 children at the party? What is the answer? Is it was, were, wasn't, or weren't? So write your answer. Number 3. There belong any flowers in the room. Can you see flowers in the room? Can you see any flowers in the room? So write the answer. Number 4. There blank a CD player in the room. Can you see a CD player in the room? So write the answer. Number 5. There blank lots of sandwiches at the party. Can you see lots of sandwiches in the party? So write the answer. And lastly, number 6. There blank a TV in the room. So what is the answer? Is it was, were, wasn't, or weren't? Okay. So now let's answer it together. Number 1 is already, there wasn't a singer at the party last Saturday. I said a while ago that you cannot see singer here, right? So you write wasn't. A singer because only one, right? Singular. So next one. There blank 8 children at the party. So there were or weren't? Okay, the answer is, let's reveal the answer. Sorry, not this one. Wait a moment. Okay, let's answer this one first. So there weren't 8 children at the party. Why? How many children at the party? Only 6 6 children at the party. So the answer is weren't. Next one. There blank any flowers in the room. Can you see flowers or any flowers in the room? No. So what is the answer? There weren't any flowers in the room. Correct. Next one. There blank a CD player in the room. Can you see a CD player in the room? Okay, very good. You see a CD player, right? So what is the answer? Was or were? Okay, the answer is was. There was a CD player in the room. Was because singular, only one. Number 5. There blank lots of sandwiches at the party. So what is the answer? Okay, there were lots of sandwiches at the party. Very good. Remember, lots or any. So you will write where. Lots or lots of and some you use where. There were. Okay. Next one, number 6. There blank a TV in the room. So can you see a TV in the room? So no. So the answer is there wasn't a TV in the room. Okay, who got all correct? Okay. How about one mistake? Who got one mistake? So it's okay. So we will practice one more time for you to understand it more. Okay, so look and complete the sentences. Again, look at the picture and let's complete the sentences. Choose the answer here. Okay, so you're going to tell me what should be the answer for this one. So now let's answer it together. There blank 6 children at the party. So do you see 6 children at the party? So what is the answer? Was, were, wasn't, or weren't? Okay, so there were 6 children at the party. Correct. How about number 2? There blank a clown at the party. Can you see a clown at the party? So what is the answer? Was, were, wasn't, or weren't? Number 3. There blank some balloons in the room. So what is the answer? Was, were, wasn't, or weren't? Okay, so there were some balloons in the room. Number 4. There blank a CD player in the room. Can you see or do you see a CD player in the room? What should be the answer? were, wasn't, or weren't. There was a CD in the room. How about number 5? There blank a computer in the room. Can you see a computer in the room? So what is the answer? Is it was, were, wasn't, or weren't? Put wasn't. And next, number 6. There blank 4 adults at the party. Can you see 4 adults in the party? So what is the answer? Was, were, wasn't, or weren't? Let's put weren't. Okay, now let's check our answer if we got it all correct. Wow, good job. So all our answer is correct. So let's review why our answer is correct. So number 1, there were 6 children at the party. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there were 6 children at the party. Remember, were used for plural. It means 2 or more. So we have 6 children. So we put were. There were 6 children at the party. How about number 2? There was a clown at the party. So can you see a clown at the party? Yes, this one is a clown. So clown is a clown. So how many? Only one. So we call singular. So the answer is was. Correct. How about number 3? There were some balloons in the room. So it's plural and some balloons. So we put where. How about number 4? There was a CD player in the room. A CD player. So you see a CD player. So the answer is was because singular, only one. How about number 5? There wasn't a computer in the room. Can you see a computer in the room? No, so there wasn't a computer in the room. So no computer. How about number 6? There weren't 4 adults at the party. So how many adults at the party? Only 3. So that's why there weren't 4 adults at the party. Good job. Very good. So now let's go to page 88. So page 88. This is speaking. So I want you to look and say. So now let's look here. So these are the things that you can see in these pictures. So buses, motorbikes, cars, trains, and planes. So 200 years ago, what can you see 200 years ago? How about 50 years ago? So look at here, picture A. In picture A, there weren't any motorbikes, right? Can you see a motorbikes in the picture? No, so there weren't any motorbikes. How about in 50 years ago? Who can tell me some sentence 50 years ago? Okay, let's write. In 50 years ago, there was a plane 50 years ago. So you can say in picture B. This is in picture B, okay? There was a plane 50 years ago. So you can see there was a plane 50 years ago. So this is picture. Wait, let's put picture B. So, what else? How about picture A again? Can you tell me what can you see in 50 years ago? Okay, let's write here. There were horse buses 200 years ago. So in picture A, there were horse buses 2 years ago. So that are the things that you can see. Okay, let's put picture A. Picture A. So that's okay. Let's put the first one. Okay, in picture A, there weren't any motorbikes. And picture B, there was a plane 50 years ago. How about let's put another one, another example. There weren't any there weren't any horse buses 50 years ago. So that is our sentence number 2. There weren't, let's put numbers so then you don't confuse. Okay, wait a moment. Teacher Anna will put number here. Okay. Here. And here is number 2. So let's copy the numbers 1. There, just wait. Teacher Anna will copy the weren't any motor bikes. There weren't any motorbikes 200 years ago. So here we compare the two things, these two pictures using where, was, weren't, or wasn't. Okay, so how about let's make another one. Okay, there, number 3. There wasn't train. There wasn't a train. There wasn't a train, or there wasn't a train 200 years ago. So there wasn't a train 200 years ago. Very good. So next one. There were motorbikes. There were lots of. There were some. There were motorbikes. There were motorbikes 50 years ago. So there were motorbikes 50 years ago. So that's the sentence that you can say according to what you see in picture A and in picture B. So now let's go to this one, sentences. So we already have sentences. We make already sentences. So let's go to number 3. So Teacher Anna will play the audio. I want you to listen. Then if you can sing it, you can sing, okay? Our town has a history.
Listening 102. Listen and sing. Our town has a history.
Our town has a history. It's very old, you know. Here's a picture of our town 200 years ago. There weren't any buses then, and there weren't any trains. There weren't any motorbikes, and there weren't any planes. There were shops and markets then, and there were hotels too. There were parks and theatres. There was a lot to do.
Okay, so let's underline the word that use was, where, wasn't, and weren't. Okay, let's underline that word. Okay, the first word that we have is what? Can you tell me? Okay, there weren't any buses. Okay, there weren't any buses. What else? Okay, there weren't any trains. What else? There weren't any motorbikes. Very good. There weren't any motorbikes. Okay, Teacher Anna will a moment. I want to make again a line for that. Okay, so there weren't any trains. So what else? There weren't any planes. So our town has a history. So the first one, there weren't any buses 200 years ago. There weren't any trains 200 years ago. There weren't any motorbikes 200 years ago. And there weren't any planes 200 years ago. What else? Okay, there were shops. There were markets, or there were shops and markets. There were hotels too. Okay, and there were parks and theater. There was a lot to do. So there was a lot to do in 200 years ago. So in 200 years ago, there were shops and markets, and there were hotels and parks and theaters in 200 years ago. So this is our town has a history. Okay, so that's all for today. I hope you can use this for you to review because this unit is also in your exam. Okay, Unit 11 is included in your exam. So please review this so that you can answer your exam on Friday. So that's all for today and good luck for your exam. Bye-bye.